Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Thelma and I'm a life insurance agent living in Nigeria. On this channel, I share my experience in the insurance industry, give you certain tips that enlighten you about insurance and a lot more. However, I also share my personal journey, my opinions on various sections of facts in life. And today I'm going to be talking about something fun. Some of my friends have been like enthused when I talk about this subject. They're either excited or scared and wondering at my nerve, or indifferent. And but some of them have been very vocal about their displeasure on the subject. Childlessness by choice. So I've been married for a little over 8 years, and before then I think I dated my husband for about 5 years. So I've been in this relationship for give or take 13 years plus, and I can tell you just a few things about love and marriage and all that. Childlessness by choice, so I don't digress too much. I'm from Nigeria in Africa, where we believe that, like, even at the altar, you hear the priest saying 9 months from now we're coming back to celebrate, and that puts a lot of women under pressure to have kids. It puts a lot of women at in a tight spot. Most of the time they are forced to become tools for procreation. And this is not saying that women shouldn't have children, but I feel that we should give African women a break. The world has metamorphosed. The world is revolutionizing every day. Things are changing. Women are no longer just tools for breeding kids. There are women who now have careers. There are women who have led countries. There are women who are in active politics. There are women who are in the banking sector, in the educational sector, in the agricultural sector. So women have moved further from what it used to be in the 80s and 70s and 60s and the 1300s. Okay, we want more out of life aside, bearing children. Now, before I got married to my husband, we agreed that we would get to a certain level of comfort, achieve a few goals before we started having kids. And we initially had a 5-year plan. In the course of eventualities and certain uncertainties, the timeline increased to 8 years now and counting. And I get a lot of people. Listen, I want to hear your opinion on this subject. Okay, I want to see your comments. I want to hear your questions, because I don't know if you're going through that also. Now, I get a lot of people who walk up to me like, "You married? How long you been married?" And they're like, "Oh, how are your kids?" And I'm like, I don't have any yet. The next thing is like, "Oh, you will get some in Jesus' name," for those of them who are Christian. And some of them say, "Don't worry, they will come." And when I answer, "Oh, I don't actually want kids yet," there's this shock. Did she just say that? Somebody says, in fact, at one point somebody told me, "I bind that spirit in the name of Jesus." Okay, listen guys, you can choose not to have children. In fact, not even because of goals of it. You can choose to just enjoy your spouse, enjoy yourselves for a bit, get to know one another, especially for those of you who like had short courtship and dating. You can decide to like get used to each other before you have kids, because trust me, children are a distraction. Positive, and also whatever is positive has its other side. Okay, now I'm not trying to like I'm not trying to talk down on people who had, disclaimer please, on those of you who had your kids early. I'm just saying that give those of us who don't want them yet a break. There are other aspirations in life besides being a mother. There are people who have had children full in the house but died miserable, died unfulfilled. There is so much you can get out of life. That is okay. Back to the point. So, and I tell this person, no, 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 I have plans, and I don't have plans for kids yet. And the person goes like preaching on me. First of all, you never know when you have offended this person. When someone tells you such a subject, it's sometimes dicey. It's possible the person is lying to cover up, maybe they have a health challenge they're trying to manage. It's possible the person is being sincere. The person, you say that, and the person says, oh, I don't want a child yet. I feel that what courtesy demands is that you're like, oh, okay, it's fine. So if you want to find out more about the subject, you could like ask. So like, what are your plans? And if it's an open person or someone who's close enough to you and feels like bringing you into their space, they could enlighten you further on what they mean by childlessness by choice. So the other factor is the sibling and in-law or an extended relative. So because in Africa we are in a communal society where everybody's related to somebody and all that. You have your aunts, you have your nieces, you have your nephews, you have your uncles, aunts, and your distant cousins, and the list goes on and on. But please, people can decide not to have kids immediately, and it's fine. Can you make a choice today to decide to accept the choices that people have thought over and stood by? You may air your views, but not in a disrespectful manner. Like, I see people walk up to me and they say, you know what, your mates, I'll have children. It's not a competition. Ce n'est pas de compétition. Like, we're not competing for who will have more kids or who will have kids first. I don't care if you just wedded today and I wedded 8 years ago, and next year you have kids and they're going to be older than mine. I'm not in a competition with you. Your goals are not my goals. Your dreams are not my dreams. Your aspirations are not my aspirations. You want to judge me? That's fine. Your judgment doesn't change what the status quo is. There are these other people who walk up to me and they say, it's time now, you've waited long enough and all that. Listen, I'm not going to be carrying the baby with you. Boom. At the end of the day, I'm the one who's going to be carrying the baby. It's my body that gets whether altered or whatever. It's not you. Children, I like to say this too. Children are not assets. You take in, you start spending on your health, you get a little more careful. There are certain tasks you can no longer do. You begin to pay fees at a certain stage, whether it's for crèche or kindergarten, like we call it here, and or whatnot. You begin to spend on feeding for another human being. You become responsible for another living being. You take care of their food, their toiletries, their whims and caprices, the emotional strain. You also taking for women, you are nursing. For men, you are providing support to your wife financially, emotionally. You're assisting to carry the baby. You're sitting up at night. There is so much involved, and it's a beautiful experience, trust me. But some of us have decided to plan when to have a baby. Learn to respect our decisions. I tell you, learn to respect our decisions. I don't think it's that simple. Do you want a baby now? No. Do you want a baby in the future? Yes. Sometime in the future when I'm ready for it. I have chosen to be childless by choice. Some people say, oh, she's faking it. She's faking it. We know that she and her husband, they are sick. Let me spend time, blah, 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 blah. Listen, those conditions exist. But if someone has said to you that I don't have any of those, I just want to wait right now, please keep your speculations, kick your speculations out of the window and let them be. At their own time, they will come around. Well, I'll be bringing you more content on this subject, childlessness by choice. This is part one. In the coming videos, I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to be saying about childlessness by choice, but I'm also going to like educate people more on the steps to take when you have chosen to be childless for a specific duration, time, or for certain reasons. And at another point, I'm going to I'm spilling everything out. I'm going to be exploring, how childlessness, how the tension of having a child can actually affect the spouse or the wife, how it can affect your hormones, bringing about the great hormonal imbalance. Anyway, if you like this content, please remember to like, subscribe, share my videos. I mean, there's so many people who would want to hear about this, and in the coming series. Anyways, look out, watch this page. You've got to watch this page. Thank you for watching. Till we meet again, see you. Be kind, love someone, do something good for someone today. Please stay safe and sound. Have a beautiful day ahead.